okay? There you are. All right.
We're back on shift inside the ambulance.
It's on. It's on.
Let's go.
With more medical emergencies.
Mate, is that a little bit better now?
And more cameras.
Let's turn you on. Yes, turn me on, girl. Turn me on.
We're taking you back to the heart of the action.
It's a sharp scratch of code wood.
There are some new faces.
This could potentially be quite hazardous.
And some old friends.
Seriously?
Oh, that's disgusting.
Body-mounted cameras record every moment
Nice and slow.
to show you what goes on behind closed doors.
Caroline, can you hear me, sweet?
Crikey, that is a chunk.
You'll be on the front line with the ambulance crews from West Midlands Ambulance Service.
I reckon you could do this job, you know.
Woohoo!
Take a big deep breath and hold it for me.
Never a wasted moment when I'm being paid by the ambulance service.
As they deal with 3,000 emergency calls each day.
There's nothing to worry about.
That's not too bad, Petal, is it?
No. You were eager to come into the world, weren't you, chicken?
Step inside the ambulance.
I love this job.
I feel like I've moved into this truck.
Yeah, you just feel like a home from home now, doesn't it? You get back in and go, oh, yeah. And there's an idiot. Or also known a future customer.
Move out my way. Oh, now look, you made me do.
I thought he was going then.
Mate, I'm a better driver than you.
What is consistent of a better driver? Is it the fact that I'm faster and smoother than you?
Your driving's terrible when it comes to smoothness.
I bet you were the one who said I'm a better driver than you. I didn't say anything. I didn't bring it into it.
When did I say that?
Start the conversation.
Did I?
It's 5:20 in the afternoon, and Gaz Clark and Liam Dale are coming towards the end of their 12-hour shift.
Like, that's what I most enjoy about the job, is probably hearing all the different people's stories. Like, you know, when you go to people from the older generation, and they've just got so many great stories to tell you.
Such variety.
Yeah, like meeting the people that have been like prisoner of war camps and things like that, and it's like, that's a completely different world to me. Like,
I think the diversity of the jobs as well. The amount of different jobs you do.
you're never bored, are you? My least favourite bit of the job is this bit right now, where I'm trying to get out of this junction and no one's letting me out.
But there's no more time for chit-chat. A call has just come in.
Another job?
It's to a young man who's taken an overdose.
Oh, it's got to be Cat 1, this.
We're the only unit responding. No worries, give you a heads up when you get there. Cheers, mate. We're going to male, 16 plus, private address, unconscious, noisy breathing. Showing 2 minutes away. There we are. Suction as well, please, Liam.
When they arrive, they're met by the patient's girlfriend, 18-year-old Katie.
Right, what's been going on?
Her boyfriend has drunk a harmful liquid.
Right, do you want to come out the way, bud? So I can get in. And he's done it on purpose, yeah?
22-year-old Chris is on the floor, not moving.
Right. Come on, open your eyes. You can open your eyes for me. You are conscious. OK, so what have you took? No, he can talk to me. Come on, talk to me.
Chris drank the harmful fluid after a row with his girlfriend.
Talk to me.
Hey, talk to us, Dave. Come on.
Right. OK, so that means you can be talking to me. You've got normal breathing. You're flicking your eyes underneath. You're not going to gain anything by not talking to us. So start responding and talking to me.
Chris, mate. Not being funny, just talk.
Stop messing around. Talk to us. Let us know what's going on.
SAT's 96%.
96. Absolutely.
Pulse of 111, because he's obviously panicking a bit now.
Yeah. Are you going to sit up so and take your coat off?
Otherwise, I'm going to have to cut it, mate.
Yeah, come on. Sit up for us. I take it he normally walks around?
Pardon?
He normally walks around normally? Yeah. Sit up.
But not only has Chris swallowed dangerous fluids, he's self-harmed too.
He's also slit his wrist.
Right. On his right wrist by the looks of it all. Is it on this? Which side?
It's very awkward when you've got a patient that does require our assistance. He has took some kind of an intentional overdose, so we need to treat him.
You need to talk to us, Chris.
Grab a look at your wrist.
When they're not cooperating at all and they're making it awkward for us, then it's hard to actually help that person. So whether it's gaining their trust by doing a nice softly, or sometimes it needs to be that firm hand, tell them to stop messing around, sit up and help us. Otherwise, we're in a very awkward position.
Well, you need to come to hospital with us.
No, I don't,
Chris, please.
You do?
I don't, man.
Right, either you cooperative with us, or we get the police here, mate.
You've took a liquid to intentionally harm yourself.
So?
That is not classed as normal behaviour, so if necessary, we'll actually get the police to enforce your removal from here to hospital. Because we've got a duty of care, so you either come cooperatively or under the Mental Capacity Act, okay, which we'd rather not do. Let me just get this off your arm, okay?
Although Chris is now cooperating, Gaz discovers he's not the only patient. After their row, girlfriend Katie took some tablets, which led to Chris drinking the harmful fluid.
You've took some tablets as well.
So I don't know how many he took.
At the end of the day, you've took an intentional overdose of tablets. Yeah. So we need, although you're absolutely fine now, we
gonna
need
make
to
me
get you
feel
up there. It's going to make you feel crap.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
it really is. So we need to get you checked out. At the same time, we need to get him checked out.
I'm
We'd
more
rather
worried
do it
about
all.
him.
Yeah, I know, but both can come together. Yeah. But we'd rather get everything sorted out now, nice and relaxed, nice and amicably, do our checks, get you off to hospital, get it sorted out. Yeah, there you go.
Now, with 2 overdose patients on his hands, Gaz wants to get Katie and Chris to hospital to be fully checked, to make sure there's no long-term damage.
Not on any one of those seats on the left, man.
What started as a lover's tiff has spiralled out of control.
I'll jump in the front, mate.
Yeah, I'll give you a shout in a minute when we're ready to go. Partners to take it? Yes. Right. If you don't mind me asking, what was the argument over?
Don't even know. Should I ask him now?
He said to ask you.
It's just other silly stuff like was accusing each other and stuff.
I'm not going to say anything that's happened today is stupid, because it isn't, because you've had your own reasons for doing it. And if you've got reasons for doing something, those are your reasons. I might think it is not wise, but I'd never call somebody stupid, okay? But you need to talk to each other. So, taking the tablets didn't sort it anything, has it? Has it escalated the situation?
Yeah.
And it's made it worse, hasn't it?
With the couple now more relaxed, father of 5 Gaz is keen to share some relationship advice with them.
The real little niggly things really annoy the hell out of each other. Leaving a cupboard open. What really annoys me about my wife, having half a cup of coffee and just leaving it on the side by the sink. This points out the hassles it is living together. God, how people don't kill each other, I don't know. And if ever people are going to get married, I think you need to live together first to find out whether it's ever going to work. It's the most stressful thing yet. Yeah, life's not going to be easy, but come on then. Let's get you out. Let's get you in. That'll be the next argument, by the way, the mess you made in the bathroom now. Right, come on.
I see you were giving some relationship advice.
Oh, God, yeah, I was doing my dad lecture.
Experience.
That's it, here comes my dad lecture. And then when she said her date of birth and that, I thought, she's about 3 months older than my daughter.
How young was she?
Yeah, 18.
18.
Yeah.
Every time I go and say to her, I'm having that Uncle Bulgarian. Give me that Uncle Bulgarian.
And she almost agreed.
What is this?
Uncle Bulgaria, her womble.
Mate, what's that?
What's the wombles?
Oh, is that like the hedgehoggy type things? Like the
Are you serious? You never heard of the wombles of Wimbledon?
I think so. But they've got like the long snout.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
is that the clangers?
No, it's the wombles. No, sorry, the little buttony nose.
Oh, okay.
I used to love the wombles when I was a kid.
Yeah, I got it with no mobile for you.
Thanks, bye.
It's 10:30 and Ash Bolus and Gary Beasley have just got their latest call out.
It's a 4-year-old female with a head injury after a fall.
Hopefully they can communicate with her.
That would be good, yeah.
Gary and Ash have been called to a young child who's bleeding from the head.
Did she say the mother couldn't get a word out?
Yeah, they're a bit, I think, hysterical on the phone.
Yeah.
So it's this one here.
Lovely. Okay.
There we go.
The crew's body-worn cameras capture everything.
You okay?
Anxiously waiting for them are parents Sarah and Danny.
Hello. So, who's this then?
Ellie.
And what's happened to Ellie?
She's come run out of the kitchen and into the door frame.
Okay.
4-year-old Ellie seems dazed. She could be
Ellie.
concussed from the fall.
So, Dad's just rang because you've had a bit of a fall. Okay? Are you okay? It's okay?
Ellie's parents think she's unusually quiet.
Is she normally fit and well?
Yeah, she's always running about.
Always running about, normally fit and well. So she was running from out of the kitchen
Stood on the laminate.
on the laminate onto the corner of
The door frame.
the door frame. Right, okay. Oh dear me. How do you feel?
It's a bit sore.
A bit sore. Okay.
Ellie's very withdrawn. Gary has 5 children himself, so knows he needs to win her trust before trying to assess her injuries.
Have you got a doggy in there?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Snoop.
Snoop. What sort of dog is he? Do you know what sort of... You don't know?
Building rapport with the child is to show that we're there to help them and trying to cotton on to something that they're interested in, whether that be a toy, to try and create that bond.
Do you mind if we can put a little plastic probe on your finger? Is that okay? Just to see what your oxygen levels are. Is that okay? So I'll show you how it works. Look, it's like a little...
It's like a crocodile.
Like a crocodile clip. Yeah. So I'll just put it on there.
Does she lose any consciousness or anything like that through it?
She's just fallen asleep, just like...
Just falling asleep, she didn't not like knock herself out or anything?
No.
Okay.
Falling asleep after a head injury can be a sign of concussion.
How are you feeling now? Is it okay? 37.
Gary wants to check Ellie's reactions.
So look at my nose. Can you see a spot on my nose? You can. You can. You can see a spot on my nose. Right? Is the spot moving on my nose? Is it moving? No, of course it's not. Okay. Can I just have a look at this little cut off? That's lovely. Could just be pulled together. Okay. Does that a bit sore? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it a bit sore? So there's a couple of options we have really, where really we could just pop some glue on, right, and a little Steri-Strip, which is like a plaster, like where they glue the head. It'll come together quite nice. Just a slight smear across there. It stings a little bit. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like a plaster. Does that sound good? Yeah. Okay.
Ellie's going to have to go to hospital to get her cut treated.
Okay, all right. We'll be back in a bit. Oh, there's that. I'm going to sit here. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gary keeps Ellie chatting to check for any signs of concussion.
Who cooks the dinner?
Daddy.
Daddy cooks the dinner.
My mum's pregnant.
Yes. What's your favourite dinner?
Pizza.
So what's your favourite on the pizza?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni. Yeah. Is she pepperoni mad? Yeah. And what's your favourite drink?
Lemonade.
Lemonade. Right, OK. And does Daddy like lemonade?
Yeah.
He likes lemonade, or does he drink beer?
He drinks beer sometimes.
OK.
And he drinks some lemonade.
And he drinks some lemonade.
Yeah.
Does he water it down a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. So the kids always tell the truth? Yeah? They always tell the truth.
Reached your destination.
After initially being wary of the ambulance crew, it seems like Ellie's found a new friend in Gary.
Come on, man. It's very cold, isn't it?
Can't cope with change, Beck. Don't do change. Get a bit twitchy when change comes around. Even if, like, one of my mates changes my plans, I'm like that. Why? What are we doing? Why have we changed it? Can't make today, I'm really unwell. So what am I going to do instead then? Honestly. You are terrible. I'm a lovably terrible person. Lovable rogue. Lovable rogue.
It's 9:20 p.m. and Stuart Punter and Adam Naylor are coming towards the end of their shift when they get a call out.
We're going to the telephone kiosk near Shoe Zone on Dudley High Street.
999 mode activated.
Before becoming a student paramedic 6 months ago, Adam worked in the control centre as an emergency call taker and is used to getting calls from telephone boxes.
Usually children that have run off. That's what I used to get in control, and you could tell it was kids. Because it would always be about 3:30, always near a school.
Yeah.
Which you could always see on the map as well.
Just a minute later, Stuart and Adam arrive at the scene in Dudley Town Centre.
Arrived in mode activated.
Should we go and see if we can find him first, or do you want to take all our stuff with us? Because that's the telephone kiosk.
Yeah, we'll go down and have a look, shall we?
Yeah, so it's probably the best idea, isn't it?
They begin their search.
All right, there's a gent there standing in the market.
Yeah.
Is he with someone? No, he's on his own, isn't he?
Didn't even get a name, did they?
Nope.
I think there's another telephone kiosk down there as well. We'll have a look in that one. I don't think it is our man. Hello, mate.
Have you called for an ambulance at all? Have you called for an ambulance?
No.
No?
Okay,
Right,
mate.
okay.
He doesn't look like he needs us anyway.
No, he doesn't. Doesn't feel like he's got raging stomach pain, does he?
Even though this is starting to look like a wasted trip, Adam and Stuart need to be absolutely sure.
Have a look anyway.
Well, we'll have a look at all of them, I don't mind. Got to be thorough, haven't we?
Having searched the length of the high street with no luck, frustration is starting to set in.
I can't understand what joy you would get on the 999 ambulance from the telephone box
I know, just to see it turn
just to
up.
waste time.
We'll have a look around this side. I can't think of any more telephone kiosks.
Well, it was near Shoe Zone, wasn't it? So.
With nothing more to be done, they head back to the ambulance.
Well,
there we go. Another life saved.
All in a day's work.
But then, Control comes through with an update. The caller may have been found.
Let's see, many thanks.
So, they believe that it's a regular, so we're going to go to his address.
The man they think may have phoned is known to the ambulance service and lives just one street away from the phone box where the original call was made.
Ah, it's this street down here. Oh, he's in this block of flats here.
Oh, I think I may have been to him.
Less than a minute later, they're outside the suspected caller's home. Adam and Stuart go to investigate, but have to turn off their cameras. Getting to the top of the stairs, there's a man waiting for them.
Hello there. Have you called for an ambulance? You haven't? No, not at all. Not from the telephone kiosk?
I'm all right.
You all right, mate?
Okay.
You don't need an ambulance. Was it you that rang, though?
Yeah.
It was.
I'm all right.
Okay, mate. Welcome to the life of an ambulance crew.
Every year, West Midlands Ambulance Service receives over 1,000 hoax calls, wasting hundreds of thousands of pounds. After 30 minutes of wasted time, all that's left for Stuart and Adam to do is update control.
We have gone to the property. He did answer, advised that no ambulance was required, but he did call us and he's feeling fine now. Refused any observations, refused any assessment. So we are clear at scene.
Oh, we've got another job.
It's 2:45 in the afternoon. Hannah Meredith and Claire McCullough have just started their 12-hour shift.
It's breathing problems, heart failure. Oh, bradycardic. Lovely.
Bradycardia is a slow heart rate of fewer than 60 beats per minute. The normal for an adult is between 60 and 100.
Hiya.
Waiting for them is 74-year-old John, who's experiencing heart pain and difficulty breathing.
Dave, what's the problem, sir?
I suffer with heart failure.
Right.
Heart failure is a serious condition which can't be cured. For John, it means he has limited mobility. He lives alone and his breathing has become so painful he can barely move.
Yeah, what it is, I've got shortness of breath. Since Sunday, I can't lie flat.
Do you feel like you're getting suffocated when you lie flat?
Breathing goes very, very shallow.
Right. He looked like a cardiac patient, as in he did look a little bit grey, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Sort of sweaty and bothered. And those are kind of big telltale signs for us that something cardiac is going on.
It's now becoming clear to Claire and Hannah that John's chest pain is caused by his escalating heart condition.
So you called an ambulance because you were having the shortness of breath and things like that, yeah?
I was feeling really light-headed, you know, I couldn't move, couldn't walk.
OK. We're just going to pop some dots onto your chest if that's all right with you.
Yeah, go on.
John has already been to hospital for chest pain today. Since being discharged, his breathing has got even worse.
Do you have any pain at all in your chest?
Only when I move.
Just when you move. So, and it goes away when you're sitting down?
Yeah, sometimes when I get the palpitations.
So you get palpitations as well?
Yeah, it's like somebody's got a belt round my chest and that. You know,
like pulling it dead tight, okie doke.
Claire wants to see if there have been any changes in John's heart rate since it was checked at hospital earlier.
This morning I went and I had this, what's it put on?
Yeah, and what?
And then started panicking, you know, I said, what's the matter? And she said, you got a low heart rate. And
they sent you home?
Yeah.
Okay.
I says, oh, well, it does drop to 70 sometimes. She said, 38. I said, oh, God, no.
What's it at the moment?
We're about 50.
Yeah. You're sort of hovering between 50 and 60 at the moment.
Okay, if you could just keep nice and still for me, just nice and relaxed, no moving or talking for me.
Yeah, it is a bit on the slower side. I definitely think it's worth a trip up the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you, last night, I thought I took my last breath.
Because you were lying down?
Yeah.
Right.
And I thought to myself,
Let's pop this in your ear.
I can't carry on like this, you know.
No, you're quite right.
And I phoned my son. I said, you know me in ambulances, I don't like phoning them. I said, they've got enough to do. He said, that's what they're bloody there for.
Exactly. What I say to most people is, right, with the head, the heart or the lungs, you don't mess around. You've got a chronic condition, okay? And so you're the type of person that when you're unwell, you need an ambulance. You call us, that's what we're here for. I'm going to get the wheelchair because I don't really want you to walk because your shortness of breath. I mean, you got a little bit out of breath just standing up. We'll get the wheelchair. He did have that sense that, you know, this was it now. This was going to be his last sort of few breaths or whatever. I think because of his medical past, I think it did concern him largely that Now his heart was just going to give up completely. I had the perfect right to feel the way that he did. It would have been very scary for him having all that knowledge.
Claire and Hannah decide that John needs to be taken to A&E to have his heart examined by specialists.
God, look at this muscle woman.
She's done well there, hasn't she?
Yeah, she must have had her Weetabix this morning. All right, you okay?
Prop yourself on here.
That's it. Swing your legs up. Right, let's have a little listen to your heart sounds now, okay? Okay. Have they ever mentioned anything about a leaky heart valve? They have, I can hear it. So it's wear and tear and lifestyle choices. Because of the wear and tear, smoking, drinking, you know, working in pubs or working in heavy industry, you know, dust, environment.
There was family at a restaurant.
Smoky.
2 ballrooms.
Right.
And he's 18 hours a day, 6 days a week.
So there you go.
As John is 74, he's been told by doctors that he's not eligible for a heart transplant operation.
Consultants and that are always they're getting £2,000 going on Saturday to Sunday.
I had a good analogy for that, right? So a surgeon took his car to a garage to have his engine fixed, right? And the mechanic turned to the surgeon and said, "Why is it you get paid all this thousands of pounds for fixing somebody's engine? I'm a mechanic, I fix the heart of your car." And the surgeon said to him, "But do you fix the engine whilst it's still running?" There's the point. These people are highly trained and your heart is simply in their hands. And I think that surgeons deserve every penny they get. Right, just going to unplug you with all this bits and bobs.
John's low and erratic heart rate will be investigated by doctors in A&E.
He said the only real thing that would help it is having a heart transplant, which they're not going to do because he's too old now.
It's quite sad though, isn't it?
It
really,
is,
when
yeah.
you're kind of being told that.
It sounds like he has a good family though.
Yeah, I think he's
granddaughter, was it? Yeah. I can't imagine him pushing a Hoover around or...
Yeah, exactly. To be honest, I can't imagine pushing the Hoover around.
To be fair, it's going to be a lovely day.
Can't handle the heat. It's going to be ginger skin. Look like your back. How is your sunburn?
Horrific. It's uncomfortable, let's put it that way.
How did you get so sunburned?
All I did, it was cut the lawn and trim the bush. I couldn't have been out there for more than half hour. I've got a petrol lawnmower, Liam. Like, do you know what I mean? It's easy. Yeah, I was only out there for 25 minutes or so.
That's like my levels of like...
It's got worse as I've got older.
Factor 50 is where it's at.
Stand well clear. Vehicle reversing.
It's 12:43 p.m. Hannah Simpkins and Michelle McNulty have just dropped off a patient at hospital when another emergency comes in, a suspected dislocation.
Male in his 20s, some sort of trauma. Patient bent down and felt left kneecap go to the side.
Whee! I haven't had me a good dislocation in a while.
They've been called to a workshop at a college. Their patient is mechanical technician, 22-year-old Josh.
Hello. All right.
He's sprained, isn't he?
He's sprained, isn't he?
I fell over.
Yeah.
And my kneecap popped out and it slid all around there. And then I rolled over and it seemed to pop back in, but it was really painful. I can't move it.
Oh, really? Have you tried to move it? Or are you just feeling too nervous to move
Pick
it?
it up and move it up and down. It's really, really painful.
Where's it painful?
All around there.
Okay.
Then it might still be slightly dislocated. That's the arc of your kneecap, and it should be about there.
It is really painful.
Yeah.
Ever had gas and air before?
Nah.
Seen people
I've
use
been,
it?
I've been told it's... I was waiting till my missus was a neighbour, but I'll have some now.
Okay. Put this mouthpiece in your mouth, make a tight seal around it, okay? Nice slow deep breaths. It might make you feel a bit drunk, a bit lightheaded, a bit sick,
Yeah.
okay?
Oh, sick.
Yeah. If it does, stop taking it and it'll wear off, okay?
Just inhale.
There you go. When you inhale, it opens the valves.
Put your teeth on it, like grit it with
Really
your
deep
teeth.
breath, like you're trying to suck through a
That's
straw.
it.
That's it. What we'll do, Josh, is we go and get our bed, all right? We'll get you onto the bed, and then we'll take you out to the ambulance and do all the checks out there, mate, all right? Yeah, you have to go to hospital and have an x-ray to make sure it's in the right place. Is that okay? Yeah? You're looking at me like you're a bit spaced already. Any good? Yeah? Right, I'll go and get them then. Yeah. Right then, Josh, what we're going to do is you're going to bend your good leg, put all your weight on your good leg, OK?
Ready?
Ready?
There we go.
I'm going to pull the back of your trousers.
That's
Josh.
it,
Sorry, mate.
that's it, that's it.
Done?
All right?
Yeah. Good man. Right, big breaths, Josh. Ready? Bump, Josh. Ready?
Sorry.
There you go.
So you've never dislocated anything before?
No. Right, have a couple of deep breaths on that gas, Josh, because I need to just try and feel where your actual kneecap is, OK?
Josh texts his pregnant girlfriend to let her know what's going on while Hannah investigates.
I think it's actually back in place, Josh. It's just the amount of swelling that's gone round it. It's just ballooned out, which is why it's as painful as it is at the moment.
Right.
When, obviously, the kneecap dislocates, it's not just the kneecap that moves, everything goes with it. So your muscles get damaged, sometimes your ligaments and your tendons can get damaged because they're always fighting to keep everything in place. So unfortunately, the first thing that happens is you not only get pain because of the injury, you also get pain because you get a rush of fluid to the area that's carrying all the right stuff to be able to fix it. But then obviously it makes your knee or your ankle or whatever 3 times the size that it would be normally.
All right. How's the pain now?
13.
If you could score it out of 10, what would you score it at?
At the minute, probably about an 8 or a 9.
Would you like something stronger?
What's stronger?
Paracetamol.
Is that stronger than this?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do here then? Do you
I'm a
teach?
technician. I'm going to train to be a teacher, hopefully.
Right, Josh, nice and still for me. Sharp scratch.
Hannah wants to give Josh paracetamol through his vein as it works more quickly.
So very much. Right then, Josh, we'll get you some paracetamol set up, mate, and then we'll pop you up to the hospital.
Tendai?
Josh's friend Tendai accompanies him to hospital.
Right, this is your seat.
You've only come to get off early.
Basically, yeah.
Why not? It takes about 10 minutes till that fully works into your system, Josh. All right, but it should give you some sort of like long-term pain relief when they're moving you and when they're messing with your leg and stuff, and they'll probably give you some more Internox and then something stronger when you get there as well. All right, but for the time being, just keep puffing away on the gas.
Something stronger, I'm already off stones.
But although Josh seems to be enjoying the gas and air, his knee is still hurting him.
But should it be this powerful? Or
It will
really
be, yeah.
painful?
Yeah, it will be.
How long are we talking for?
It varies, mate.
Healing?
It varies, to be honest. It depends how bad a dislocation it is. 2 to 4 days, I'd have thought. Because once it's back in place, you obviously have to build the strength back up in it. The longer that you're off it for.
Am I going to get the pub tomorrow?
You'll have to go on your crutches. Take your crutches in, play the sympathy vote, and then you won't have to get up and go to the bar. Right, take all these wires off you, Josh.
Yay! I'm dreaming.
I'll let you take the stickers off.
Can I keep the gas and air in the waiting room if I've got to stay in there?
Not in the waiting room, you can have it when we go inside. But when you go in the waiting room, we're going to leave you and go and have our dinner, and we're going to take the gas with us.
Oh.
Sorry.
What would your last meal be?
My last meal?
Yeah.
Anything I want. I'll be honest, my missus makes this chicken and Mediterranean vegetable pie.
Seriously, you would have something you've had before?
What if I try something new? What if it's really crap and it's my last meal and all I remember...
You won't be able to remember it anyway,
as I'm
would you?
dying is... I just had a crap meal. Well, what would you have then?
What would I have?
Yeah.
Well, I'd probably have fish finger sandwich with cheese on, because apparently that tastes really good. Yeah.
If you were going to die, you'd
Yeah.
have, like, fish fingers.
Apparently it's really nice, but it
Fish
sounds
finger
really
sandwich?
horrible.
Yeah, but what if it was, like, rank and you couldn't actually eat it because it's like a last taste of something, and that taste is not going to be very nice?
I've got to think about this one, but it wouldn't be something I've had already.
Honestly, no, I've had it, like, twice in the past, and that's all you need is that pie, like, out of this world.
I'll probably have that then. Being as I've never had it before, I'll try it.
You'd have that as your last meal? Yeah, that's such a...
It's 8:30 p.m. and paramedics Hannah Meredith and Claire McCullough are en route to their next emergency call. It's to a 28-year-old mother who has scalded herself with boiling water.
She's got a burn on her groin.
From a cup of tea.
From a cup of tea. Oh, bless her. Should we ask if she had a rich tea with it?
Technically, that would be a good question, though, because biscuits have got sugar in them.
Oh, yeah.
And sugar sticks to skin when it's
yeah,
burnt.
Good. So
you know, actually...
How many sugars does she take in her tea, and what did she dunk exactly? Yeah, that's a really good question.
Time is of the essence to prevent the burn from causing long-lasting injuries to the woman's skin.
Oh, I hope she's not burnt too bad.
I mean, what an area to get a burn on.
I know, that's
I mean, a
not great,
burn's
is it?
sore anyway, but in a nice, soft, tender
You
spot,
just want
you
a
get a burn.
starfish on the bed for like a week, wouldn't you?
That's true.
Where is she?
Mum of 4, Adrienne, has been unable to get off the floor since she burnt herself.
Hello.
That looks quite sore. So what happened?
It's the tea.
A cup of tea? Yeah.
Adrienne's husband had brought her a cup of tea in bed, but she spilt it on herself.
Okay. My name's Claire. This is Hannah. All right. Did you put cold water on it?
Yeah, cold.
Yeah, okay. It looks like it's just on the surface, all right? Did the water go anywhere else? Has it gone down into your groin, or?
Just
all the way. Yeah, it does look quite red and painful. Yeah, I can see. Right, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to open this up and we're going to put something on top of it to cool it down a little bit. Okay, does it feel like it's still burning at the moment? Yeah?
Adrienne's children are playing in the next room, unaware their mum has hurt herself.
Where's the worst bit here, is it? Yeah.
I think you'll probably end up with a little bit of a blister going on there once it heals up a bit. Once we've popped that on, okay, what we'll do is we'll get you to sit up on the chair, because I think your bum might be going a little bit numb on the floor. And then we'll plug you into our machine and do your blood pressure and everything like that, okay?
Hannah applies a cooling pad to prevent the burn from causing further damage.
This stuff's really, really good. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's very good. It really helps soothe it. Sorry if it stings. So we just need to smooth it down just so it goes right in, okay?
Once it's been on for a couple of seconds, it'll feel loads better, okay? There you go.
Okay, and so you've got it sort of here and round here, but yeah.
A little bit there.
It didn't go anywhere else. Okay, that's fine. Do you think that you'll be able to sit in that chair? How many children have you got?
4.
4. Keep your hands full then, yeah? With burns, unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do immediately to fix them or anything like that. But cool them down. It's important to cool that right down as much as we can. And then pain relief, really. Adrienne's scald was more like a surface, sort of superficial burn. And it was so painful because of that. If it were a deeper, more serious burn, she may not have felt as much discomfort because of where the nerves are and everything, because they're so close to the top. They're all a little bit excited, aren't they?
Shouldn't they be going to sleep?
So, silly question. If you were to give us a pain score out of 10, 10's the worst pain you've ever felt, and 0's no pain, what number would you give us? An 8. Okay.
In some ways, that's a good thing. Because
Yeah.
if you couldn't feel the pain, it would mean that the burn's a lot deeper. So that just means that it's just on the top of the skin, which means it will heal by itself. Okay, you just need to keep it nice and clean and dry.
Okay. Are you working at the moment at all? No, full-time mum. That's a job, isn't it?
No, anyway, but I just gave her 6 days.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's a fresh baby then. Okay. Okay, so all of your observations and everything are absolutely fine. Okay. So don't drink tea in bed. Leave that on for another 10 minutes and then take it off, all right? If you get a little bit worried in a couple of days' time, if you think the leg is going funny or it's even more painful, you can always contact your doctor or 111, okay? And they can give you some advice over the telephone. But you need to give it a couple of days to try and start drying out. Hello, boys. You all right? Was that you making all that noise? Playing on the iPad, were you? Ah. Dad thought he was just doing a nice thing, making his very tired wife a cup of tea, fresh out the kettle. So it's not his fault, it's nobody's fault, it's just one of these things. See you later, boys. Behave for mum. Take care.
With Adrienne not needing treatment in hospital, and after just 24 minutes in the house, Hannah and Claire are now ready for their next emergency call.
Yeah, so that did look sore.
Yeah, and it is going to be painful, don't get me wrong, but you are a little bit stuck. You've just got to stick it out, haven't you? That's going to hurt for a good few hours,
Yeah.
that is.
I mean, I know what it's like just getting a burn off the iron or the oven or something like that. Mother half's probably going to laugh at that statement when I say iron, because she'll be like, what iron? I don't think I can remember you using an iron.
Chris and Katie, who both took overdoses after an argument, were sent home from hospital the same day after a full checkup. Thankfully, there was no long-term damage done. The couple have now been together 6 months and have moved into a new flat. Gaz's relationship advice seems to have worked. As they say, there have been no more arguments. 4-year-old Ellie, who slipped and cut her head, had the wound glued together at hospital, although she lost half her eyebrow in the process. The cut has completely healed, and Ellie's eyebrow has now grown back. John, who was taken to hospital due to his low heart rate, gave even more cause for concern when it plummeted to just 32 beats a minute. He's now on new levels of medication and back at home, enjoying visits from his grandchildren. An X-ray confirmed that Josh had actually popped his dislocated knee back into place himself. However, his knee was still very swollen and was put in a brace. He spent a month on crutches, but is now back to normal. And Adrienne, who spilt a cup of tea on her groin and burnt herself, has made a good recovery. Unfortunately, she's left with a large scar, but she's hoping it will fade with time. She and her husband and their 4 boys are all doing well.